Hey, what's up guys? Omar here, broker and CEO of Alden Mortgage and Ome Realty. So let's get on with another mortgage rate update. 6/24/2022. We're also going to be talking about the existing home sales. Those are taking a complete shit. They're taking a hit. We're going to talk about the 20 places that actually have taken the biggest hit, which Utah, man, you guys aren't doing too good at all. And then, of course, being an avid gun owner myself, we're gonna go ahead and talk about this new gun law that just passed, and why is everybody making such a big deal about this? It's stupid, but let's get on with it. We're gonna go ahead and be pricing out 5 different mortgage products. We're gonna be pricing out a 30-year fixed, a 15-year fixed, a 30-year FHA, a 30-year jumbo, and a 5/1 adjustable rate mortgage. If you don't know what a 5/1 adjustable rate mortgage is by now, it is a fixed interest only for 5 years. Then it gets adjusted every single year according to the rate and the cap on your product. 30-year fixed has actually had an increase on it. We'll be sitting at 5.85%. That is 0.1% increase from one day ago, 0.18% decrease from 1 week ago, 0.56% increase from 1 month ago, and 2.65% increase from 1 year ago. 15-year fixed will be sitting at 5.25%. That is 0.13% increase from 1 day ago, 0.12% better pricing than 1 week ago, 0.5% increase from 1 month ago, 2.63% increase from 1 year ago. 30-year FHA will be sitting at 5.25%, no change from yesterday, 0.35% better pricing than 1 week ago, 0.5% increase in pricing from 1 month ago, 2.5% increase from 1 year ago. 30-year jumbo will be sitting at 5%, 0.05% increase from 1 day ago, 0.05% better pricing than 1 week ago, 0.32% increase from 1 month ago, and 1.82% increase from 1 year ago. 5/1 adjustable rate mortgage will be sitting at 5.34%. That is 0.04% better pricing than 1 day ago, 0.01% increase in pricing. 0.04% increase in pricing from 1 day ago, 0.01% increase in pricing from 1 week ago, 0.88% increase in pricing from 1 month ago, and 3.06% increase from 1 year ago. That is going to be your mortgage rate update as of 6/24/2022. I'm going to have to change that because I feel like the majority of this is just nonchalant and just going every single day to week to month to year. I got to change this, put more loans in there, and kind of draw back on the years. Let me know in the comments if I should. I should probably be pricing out investor loans. I should probably be doing bank statement loans. I should probably be doing other loans, like let's say your mobile home pricing on that, and just kind of keep the rest of it. Probably do VAs too, because I feel like this is just being stupid. But the existing home sales have actually fallen pre-pandemic level. Now I'm gonna go ahead and pop up this little graph that we sourced from a bunch of different data analytics companies. Everybody's on the same page of everything, but take a look at this shit right here. This is not doing too hot right now because, as you could see, 2020 we took a big dump. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and leave this up here. So 2020 we took a big dump because, let's go ahead and state the obvious. The obvious was that the pandemic hit. Nobody was selling. Everybody was stuck in their homes, so it dropped. Shortly after, when things started loosening and people were like, oh, it's remote work and we're about to stay at home and we're not going anywhere, boom, it all of a sudden shot up and everybody decided that they were gonna be real estate moguls and people were buying left and right. Investors are dumping all their money into it. But then shortly after, we had a little dip to it. And that dip was caused because the interest rates were starting to creep up. Then it started increasing again because then there was projected more hikes on interest rate. And now we're having the sharp decline that we have going on right now that is almost right at the pre-pandemic levels, but it is going to steadily start going down even more. Now the existing home sales, which I'm going to go ahead and do another beautiful little graph up here, which we're going to go pop, and we're going to pop it up. Existing home sale inventory is actually almost equivalent to what it was pre-pandemic levels. In in the end of mid-quarter 3, quarter 4, we're actually almost identical to where we're at today. Now, the inventory is increasing overall. This is nationwide, all across the entire United States. So it's not just California. I have all of you in mind right now. Across the whole entire United States, we have actually increased in inventory. Where do we project that this is actually going to go? We actually anticipate this to go over into, where are we actually anticipating this to go? Well, we're going to get up there. We're actually thinking we're going to be somewhere, pre-pandemic from 2019. If you look at quarter 2 and 2020, there was a spike there because the new home developments were just coming to the market. They were just dumping and trying to get rid of everything. We're probably going to be somewhere in the neck of the woods of, let's say, a little bit above quarter 3 probably quarter 3 2019. We're probably going to be above that as of what we're actually projecting. It could be a lot worse, but we don't even know. But half of Provo, so there's a city called Provo in Utah, and they're taking the big hit. Now here in California, where I'm at, in Los Angeles, San Francisco, San Diego, and Orange County, where we do most of our business, we are all seeing pricing list decreases. First of all, because there's been an influx of inexperienced real estate agents that's going on there, and they think that they could do what we could do, and they can't. You can't do it. So what you're actually going to see is that there's always this influx of real estate agents, loan originators that come in because they want to capitalize on the market that we have, and then they realize that they're just getting swallowed up by guys like me. You're not going to win. It is what it is. You will end up floundering. You will end up falling out, and majority of you will not be in the business coming in this at the end of this year. Let's just go ahead and face the facts. So what the problem is that a lot of these newer real estate agents, they go ahead and don't have to go ahead and comply with brokers say, because they'll go to like certain real estate agencies where it's like, a flat fee that you'll have to pay, and you're just basically on your own. You take the listing and then you go ahead and put that listing on the market, and then you're like, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and put it for, I don't know, 70,000 over the comps in that area, because this is a crazy market. We're gonna go ahead and dump it and make a big bang over it. We're just gonna, it's gonna go over asking anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. Well, those days are over, and they kind of screwed up on a lot of those, and that's why we're slashing prices left and right. And the biggest one was Provo, Utah, that took a 47.8% change from May of 2021 until 2022. Tacoma, Washington took a 47.7% change. Salt Lake City Utah seems to be on this list a lot. Salt Lake City is doing really, really crappy. Salt Lake City, Sacramento took a 44.3%. Boise, Idaho, which Boise, Idaho was one of the places that everybody was looking at because it had such a high influx of overappreciated. They're actually on the list of one of the most overvalued cities currently, which now it's showing. In retrospect, it's showing now because Boise, Idaho has taken a big cut on prices. Ogden, Utah, Portland, Oregon, let's go ahead and forget the rest of these. Let's just stick to my people in California. Sacramento, California is doing not that great. San Diego, California, 37.6%. And then Stockton, California, where Stockton, California was going to take a shit anyway because, well, it's Stockton. It's not the greatest place in the entire world. Well, that's going to be the total housing market as a whole and where we're at. But let's go ahead and talk about the Senate bill that just passed on the new gun laws. Now, I get it, okay? People don't like guns, especially Democrats, far left, liberals. They don't like guns. I understand guns are... they take lives, and I'm not saying that I'm one side and I'm not saying on the other side. I'm just going to go ahead and be completely neutral on this to go ahead and tell you exactly why this is not that such a big deal. As an avid gun owner myself, I own a gun. I have guns. I have been in the military. I know how to use those guns. I know what a gun could do. So I'm just going to go ahead and say that. I think that there is not enough restrictions on gun ownership. I think there should be a mental capacity on where you're allowed to. Like, if you're going to own a gun, I think you should be in a realm of mental capacity to where you are not going to be able to hurt, and there has to be more stringent laws to go ahead and make sure we keep guns out of the hands of people that could eventually hurt you. Now, there's this thing that's called a boyfriend loophole, okay? So, like, if you have somebody in your house that has committed a abusive crime, you should not be able to have that person in the house with a gun. That is just stupid. You should concealed carry weapons. Now, the concealed carry weapon, now this is one of those things that I am not on the fence about. I think it's stupid. I don't know why anybody's arguing with this. The level of stringency on people trying to get a concealed carry weapon is it's crazy. It's nuts because it has no base model on anything. Why don't you do a basic DOJ, Department of Justice background check? You do have gun qualification. There should be training, constant training. Anybody could carry a concealed weapon. I think anybody should be able to have a concealed carry weapon with the proper training. In this whole entire bill and everything, all they talk about is mental capacity, and nobody talks about training. I think there should be a 6-month every recurring training, like as a real estate broker, as a mortgage broker, as a licensed property and casualty insurance agent, as a car broker, as an auto broker, I have to go ahead and reevaluate, get requalified every single year. So if I have to, and I have to go through all this retraining, why not go through a training process for gun owners? It doesn't make any sense. The most stringent thing is on 18 to 21 years old. 18 to 21 years old, you're gonna have to do this background check, and we have to go and vet this, and we gotta go vet that. That's stupid too. Why not, once again, go into the training realm of things? To go ahead and see, hey, is this person have the mental capacity to go ahead and handle and operate this gun? To go ahead and put them through a training program, to have shrinks available. The city dumps so much money. State of California dumps so much money on stupid bullshit. Why not go do it to something that's actually meaningful? Now, concealed carry weapon. The reason why I also say that this doesn't matter is because, let me go ahead and give you a little bit of stats. Okay, so during the past mass shootings, the reported mass shootings, there was an entertainment district in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 3 dead, 11 injured. An elementary school in Uvalde, Texas, 21 dead babies. Freaking babies died. A supermarket in Buffalo, New York, 10 dead, 3 injured. Series of spas in Atlanta, Georgia, 8 dead. A busy street and entertainment district in Dayton, Ohio, 9 dead, 17 injured. A nightclub in Orlando, Florida, 50 dead, 53 injured. A church in Charleston, South Carolina, 9 dead. A movie theater in Aurora, Colorado, 12 dead, 50 injured. An elementary school in Newton, Connecticut, 26 dead, and many, 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 many more. It just doesn't stop. But the people who want concealed carry weapons are the people that are responsible people that want to be able to carry weapons. Because the people who are not responsible, the people who don't give a shit, are out there to commit crimes. They don't give a damn about a concealed carry weapon. They're just going to go get the gun, and they're going to go wherever they're going to want to go. That's why this training process is so important. That's why there should be more mental evaluation. $750 million was dumped into all these districts. Take that money and go give a therapist to go ahead and do a more stringent background checks. Go see what they're doing with their friends. Go see everything that they're doing. In the meantime, if you qualify them, then yeah, you can. Well, now it's based off of, you know what, I could go ahead and dispute this in court because I feel like it's unjust that you go ahead and deny me a concealed carry weapon, and then it just becomes this big debacle. Now, what we anticipated happening is this is not going to stand. There's going to be a big battle in court. I could care less. I am very, very content where my gun laws right now. I could buy a gun. But the one thing I don't agree on, well, on top of the whole entire training part of it, is I do not agree with ghost guns. I don't believe that ghost guns should be allowed. I believe that everybody should have a registered gun. I think that should. And by all means, if you don't know what a ghost gun is, so in a firearm, okay, I'm not going to bring my gun out because I think that's stupid to show a gun on to glorify any type of gun ownership. This should only be for your protection, because let's say somebody breaks into your house, and it happens. I'm not saying that I think it's going to happen anytime soon. It's one of those cases there I would rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. But so ghost guns, what you could do is you could go ahead and pretty much build your own home. Okay, so you have a lower, lower where is the trigger, then you have the base, and then you could go ahead and pop the magazine in there, and you could get it to 80% built. 20% will not built, I'm not going to go into details, but 20% of it won't be built, and then you could go ahead and get the lower, and then you could build off of that lower. You could go ahead and get it milled, you could go to any type of machine shop, or you could just do it at home. It's very unsafe. The calibration tools that are needed for that, there's a lot that could go wrong, but in essence, you can go ahead and get a lower. That means that there's no registration to it. There's no serial number to it. That means you could build it. You could go pop, 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 shoot whatever you want to go ahead and shoot, and then nobody will ever know the difference. Nobody knows where the gun came from. Those should be totally banned. Those should actually be, that should be a felony charge. And for somebody to sell a ghost gun, that should be a felony charge. You should not be allowed to go ahead and do that. That goes past our Second Amendment rights to go out and bear arms. That's idiocy. That's just stupid. Especially in the mass shootings and the incapacity that people have total, it's stupid. But that's going to be our mortgage rate update. And for up to 50% commission rebate, 0% listing on selling your current home or any mortgage assistance. Link in the description below. If you like the content and you want to keep up to date with what's going on, just go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, all that other good stuff, and help a boy out. And until next video, guys, I really appreciate you watching. Peace.
I don't wanna waste a minute. Don't have any plans, swing it. If you got a glass, fill it. 'Cause I need it,